Good morning, children. So today let me start your steps in the process of communication. I've explained you the meaning of communication in my last video, all right? And after that we'll start with the steps in the process of communication. What are the steps need to be adopted? What were the different steps which need to be adopted in the process of communication, all right? So the steps are, if you see the first one, it is sender, then message, then encoding, then channel, then receiver, then decoding, and then feedback. Is it clear? So these are the steps. Is it clear? Now let me explain you one by one all the steps. The first one is sender. Sender or communicator, the person, all right, who sends message, all right, or an idea. That person is a sender, and that is the first step in the process of communication. Then he is the source and initiate the process of communication, or he is the source of communication, all right. The person who actually start the process of communication is the sender, all right. Sender may be speaker, a writer, or an actor, anything. Is it clear? A sender can be a speaker, can be a writer, can be an actor, or can be of any other profession. But the sender or communicator is the person who sends the message, all right, or idea. He is the main source, and he is the starter of the process of communication. Second one, message. Message is what is conveyed. Messages means what is actually what actually a sender want to discuss. That is called the message. On what topic he want to discuss, that is actually that is called message. So message is what is conveyed by the sender. It consists of words, facts, ideas, opinion, anything. It may be in the word form, it may be a fact, it may be the idea, it may be the opinion, whatever it is. But the thought which a sender want to convey is the message, is the second step in the process of communication. The third step, encoding. This is something very new for you people, but this is something very important. Encoding means it is the use of appropriate verbal or non-verbal language for transmitting this message. Means what language, whether it's a verbal, means in the oral form, or it is a non-verbal, all right, but the language what actually is used by the sender for transferring the message is called encoding. So encoding actually means the language either in verbal form or in non-verbal form which the sender want to transfer, all right, through the message is the part of encoding. That is the third step. Then, in order to transmit the idea, the sender translates the idea into language like words, symbols, gesture, whatever he can. He may use different symbols, he may write the sentences, he may use different gesture, whatever kind of the technique he want to use, so that he can transfer the message in a proper language, and that language is the part of the third step called encoding. Okay, then channel, it is a medium or route through which the message is passed from the sender to the receiver, all right. The media may be face-to-face talk, maybe telephone, maybe letter, maybe radio, maybe television, whatever the means, the medium which a sender uses to send to send the message to the receiver. The medium which is used by the sender is the part of channel. It may be radio, it may be TV, all right. It may be telephone, or it may be directly face to face, whatever. That is the part of channel. Then receiver. Receiver is a person to whom a sender want to send the message, all right, or a group who is supposed to receive the message. Then decoding. Sometimes question come, difference between encoding and decoding. So encoding, I told you, the kind of the language which is being used to transfer the message is a part of encoding. What is decoding? It means translating the message into word for the purpose of understanding. All right, means whatever message which is being needed to convey, all right, that need to be translated into the word so that the receiver can able to understand it. Okay, the receiver interpret the message to drive its meaning. All right, he will able to interpret and he will able to understand the meaning. The last one is feedback. It is the response or reaction by the receiver. It represents the return flow of communication. So when he get the message, when he interpret the message, then after that whatever feedback a receiver wants to give is the part of the 7th step in the process of communication. So first step is the sender, the person who wants to communicate. The second one is the message, means what is actually want to be said by the the sender. Then encoding, the language. Channel means what kind of the medium they are using, radio or television or words or face to face, whatever. Then receiver, the person who receives the message. Then decoding means translating the message into the words so that it can be understood by the receiver. And the last one is feedback, means in return what feedback the receiver is giving. So these are everything is important in this. Nothing is need to be cut short. You people need to learn everything, steps in the process of communication. Okay, then the next what I'm going to start is the objective of communication. What are the aims and objective of communication? Now see, the first one, to train, to educate and train people. Business firms use various methods of communication to educate workers and consumers. I'm telling you, communication skill nowadays in the corporate sector is essential. It's important. Every person must have this communication skill. Is it clear? So this communication, if a person has taken any qualification and if any organization appoints a person, then that organization gives a training to the employees so that they will able to learn the communication skills, so that their communication skill will help in the progress of their organization. So the most important objective of communication is to educate and train people. They use orders and instructions to employees so that they may perform their job efficiently. Consumers are provided information about new product and their uses. Yeah, every company, all right, educate and train people means communicate to the people, have a communication with the consumers by writing everything about the product in the packet of the product. That is also a kind of the communication. Is it clear? So the first objective of communication is to educate and train people. People can be of any kind. Second one, to motivate employees. Obviously, motivation of employees is very essential so that they can work efficiently by using their best of abilities to help to achieve the organizational goals, and that is possible by motivating them. And this motivation of employees is actually one of the most important objective of communication. Okay, now see, communication seeks to make employees interested in their duties and in the company as a whole. As I told you, it's one thing is that a worker works, simply do his duty and go back. One thing is that when the worker is working with his own willingness, with his own by using best of his abilities, he want to give his best by his own wish. That actually possible through the communication. The second objective of communication is to motivate the employees so that the employees can work hard towards the achievement of organizational objective. Is it clear? Then third one, to promote managerial efficiency. All right, managers are the leaders, and leaders need the communication skill. So To promote the managerial efficiency, communication aims, this is the aim of the communication, to promote the managerial efficiency, to increase the efficiency of the managers of the organization. And managers provide guidance, and after getting that efficiency, the managers can encourage or motivate the employees also, so that they can also increase their efficiency and can work hard for the upliftment of the organization. All right, so third objective of communication. Fourth objective, to implement decision quickly. Yes, if you have a communication skill, then definitely you will able to take your decision very quickly. So one of the objective of communication is to implant a decision quickly. Then to facilitate leadership, I told you leadership, communication are the two sides of the same coin. So one of the objective of communication, to promote the quality of leadership. Okay, then to carry out changes. Yes, changes are very essential. We should not be stick to one kind of, the method or technique. It must change as there is a change in the society, there is a change in the demand. So that to carry the changes easily, to adopt the changes easily, is one of the objective of communication. Okay, free flow of ideas and information reduces workers' resistance to new technology. Yes, workers are always having a kind of fear to adopt any kind of the new technology. Who actually give relief to the workers so that they can get rid of this fear of adopting the new technology is the communication. So communication actually help the workers to adopt the new technology in an easier way, and workers no longer have this confusion that should we adopt, we will be able to adopt, we will be able to use it properly. Such kind of the fear of the workers get rid of by the communication. Then to create teamwork, obviously, because communication is something which is not individual unit. Communication is something which always take a group with it. Is it clear? So it actually create a teamwork, it actually encourage a teamwork. Then to secure feedback, yes, management can get valuable ideas, because they can send the message and they can get the valuable ideas from their employees. So all the points are very important of the objectives of communication. Is it clear now? In my tomorrow video, I'm going to complete this chapter by doing the last topic of communication, that is barrier. What are the difficulties or hurdles which are coming in front of communication, and what are the measures need to be taken to overcome the barriers to the communication. Okay, so for today only this much, and tomorrow I'll complete this directing chapter, children. Okay, thank you.